everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Fourtress of, a podcast about movies and TV shows and video games and lots of pop culture nerd things. My name is Oscar. I'll be one of your hosts today, and with me per usual are two of your other hosts, Alex, not Alex.
That's just
That's how much we miss him.
Oh, no, it's sad.
Sadly, listener, Alex is not here again, but he sends his dreams and his wishes to us all.
Yes.
Brian and Devin are here, though.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Not busy raising a child. So
Yeah. So
That's for damn sure.
yes, listeners, it is the three of us, and we got a fun episode for you guys today. So as usual, check the time codes if you want to skip ahead or avoid spoilers or anything like that. It's all down there for you. With that, guys, should we just hop right into our first segment of the week?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
News talk.
First things up, Shazam, Fury of the Gods got a new trailer. I don't know why after seeing this, like maybe not even after seeing this, just the thought, maybe it's just because I know it's all coming to a close. It's just like, I'm not as excited as I feel like I should be.
Exactly. I definitely agree with you 100%. I think that it feels like this isn't going to amount to anything. So what the fuck's the point? We know Black Adam's not going to be in it. So what the fuck's the point?
Like, I think it'll still be fun, and I'm excited to see it for that, but I think I'm mostly just curious as like, is this the end? Is this not the, like, I just, we don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. Who cares? Who knows? Who cares?
So we talked about it a little bit off air. I'm nervous about this movie. And I guess this is like the first trailer that's come out so far about the movie. And I really enjoyed the first Shazam. I thought it was a very good movie. One of DC's best in its recent years, to be honest. But this trailer cut suck. I don't think it looks very good the way that they cut this trailer. And I hope it's just the way they cut this trailer and not actually what the substance of this is. Because it feels very elementary. Like the what started from the bottom song being recut. I thought that wasn't very well done. The jokes that they're cracking feel a little empty. Maybe I'm just getting jaded because things are getting so same feel right now. Everything's so
I mean, because I really enjoyed the first trailer. I thought it looked very fun. I think the problem for me with this one was, I guess one, it really shows like the whole fucking movie. It
Right.
seems.
Yeah.
And then that plot line's kind of giving me Wonder Woman 1984 vibes of like, oh, this is what we're going with, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing for it needs to nail for me is the family aspect, which if it's as good as the first one, which that was its strongest point for me, was the kid and the whole foster family system. It's like the first foster family in cinema that wasn't a giant piece of crap. You know,
Right.
the foster parents weren't like dirt bags, like they were the best human beings. And I think if they can keep that going, and also obviously since he's got his siblings as the Shazam family, if they keep that going, I think that'll help hold it up.
Yeah.
But
it looks like they're definitely going to lose all their powers at one point, and he's going to be the only one left.
also, I think the dragons, it's cool in its concept, but I don't know how great it looks.
Yeah, it looked just okay. And then that piled on top of the Khaleesi joke, it just made me go, ugh.
Yeah, that was real dated. That was really dated.
I groaned pretty hard on that one.
They've been doing it. Just like, see, in Marvel, all their jokes land, and they usually give you a little chuckle. And it's like well timed.
Let's calm down. Not all of them.
I was about to say,
Okay,
I'm pretty
most
sure you
of them.
came out of Thor saying none of those jokes landed.
Okay, well, good Marvel. Okay, let's not. I don't take into account the last few movies. But yeah, DC, they always just kind of fall flatter, and maybe it's because we know that they're trying to copy it.
Right.
But it's just like, man, the Flash was the closest they got in Justice League to like good comedic relief.
Anything that hits too pop culture just kind of hits me wrong as a whole anyway, because you're dating your movie just as a whole. And I think that's a really goofy thing to do. Why do that? Because now it's going to be awkward when you hear fucking 20 years later, Fortnite, like,
Yeah,
shut up. Like, what? We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that they just cut the wrong parts. Maybe they, outsource this trailer and the movie's actually going to slap. So we'll see.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I did want to ask Devin, does this count as a DC news towards your prediction or no?
No, this isn't. Yeah, it's not.
This isn't news. This is a trailer. Okay, so trailers don't count. All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
We're keeping tabs.
It's got to be something that completely derails their next project, which will absolutely.
Well, you
happen.
can't say it's got to be something negative. That's not what your prediction was.
No. But it's the next piece of DC news that's going to come out. So that's, of course, what it's going to be.
Okay.
Is the sun coming up in the morning, or is the sun coming up in the morning?
All right, fair enough. All right, moving on. Next piece of news: Adult Swim. This is something we haven't talked about because, quite frankly, I'll say this: none of us are really qualified to talk about any of this. But we're giving it a slight shot. Adult Swim, they ended their relationship with Justin Roiland. And listeners, if you aren't in the know, Justin Roiland has been accused of domestic violence and kidnapping for the first part. He's denied all those things, and those we'll see how those things end up in courts and yada yada yada. But Adult Swim just said, "Fuck it, nope." They're keeping Rick and Morty around, but they are ending all ties with him. I believe he also left his game company, Squanch Games, as well, who just came out with High on Life.
It's a interesting situation that's happening right now. We're gonna see where Rick and Morty ends up landing with all of this because, of course, we know Justin Roiland wasn't only the writer of the show but also the voice of both Rick and Morty. So you're now
Right.
down 2 character voice actors, and I'm sure people could they'll probably find someone to mimic the
They can
voice.
recast that. Yeah.
But I wonder if this is going to be the beginning of end of that show as a whole. Like, I think it's one of those things they're going to try to bleed while they can. But I think
Right.
eventually it might just bleed out. And then, I don't know. I just know the fandom is kind of toxic. I don't really know much about the show. I've only watched a couple episodes. But I have a
Right.
feeling that it's not going to last as long as this exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy Rick and Morty, but and also from what I've known, like I'm pretty sure he hasn't written on that show in a while.
Really.
Yeah, like if anything, maybe he improv some stuff in the booth as he's recording his lines, but I feel like mostly he hasn't been writing for that show. So yeah, just get rid of him. Like, yeah, clearly just not a great human being.
Yeah, I was about to say. On top of that, we've also seen some allegations of some less than
Yep.
summery, flowery DMs between him and some fans. Some of those fans that are very young that come off a little sexually harassy, to say the least.
Yeah,
Also,
not
just
great.
incredibly bigoted. Dude has a crazy mouth, as he looks like he does. He looks like the kind of guy that would definitely say the N word and then say that he can say it.
Right.
He's got those
Mm.
vibes to him. But yeah, dude's just and these are DMs that came out like back in 2015, 2016, which while that is a long time ago, he was also 35 at that time. And pedophilia is wrong at all time of the year.
Right. Same thing
Mhm.
goes with his domestic abuse allegations. Those are from 2020. It seems like most of Hollywood and everything has just kept it under wraps for the past 2 years, you know? So
Yeah, I do know that it was something like it was what's the word they used? You couldn't open the files for a while, and then it came back in 2022, and it came up basically because he recently went to court again for it,
right.
like a couple
Mm.
weeks ago, and that's what kind of started this whole debacle, for lack of a better word.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's one this is previously reported one felony count domestic battery, one felony count false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud and or deceit. So,
Yep.
yeah.
And one important thing to note: this isn't a civil suit. This isn't someone trying to sue someone for some money. This is for the state. Assault, battery, things like that is a state offense. That's you versus the state that you live in, and that usually means that there's some kind of evidence that you did some shit. So
Right.
it's all alleged at this point. But I just want to make that known. This isn't something as simple. A man could do jail time. He probably won't,
Yeah.
but he can.
Mhm.
Yeah, realistically he probably will not, but I don't think we'll be seeing much of him.
But also, for it to go to trial, the state would have to feel pretty confident that
Right.
they have good evidence. But I don't know. Got to wait for the result of the court case. But still, not a good look.
No. All right, next. Netflix has been doing some nonsense is what I'll say.
This just in: Netflix hates money.
In the sense, we all know Netflix. They're the one and done kind of company. They'll cancel something after one season, even if people really like it. But Netflix has recently come out in an interview with Bloomberg that said, paraphrasing, they've never canceled a successful show, which I don't believe.
Netflix has literally gone to gaslighting us now. Just tell us, no, we've never canceled a successful show. You just didn't like it enough. What's going on over there?
I mean, I guess maybe their definition of successful is just wildly different from ours.
I mean, like, I can understand if it's like monetary, not successful, but like, are any streaming shows successful? I don't know. I genuinely are any Disney Plus streaming shows successful? Like, I don't know how that works.
Well, yeah. What's your definition?
I can tell you why some are probably more successful than others. I'm assuming, I think we talked a little bit about this. They're going by subscriber rate, which one of the
Right.
reasons I think Netflix doesn't have high subscriber rate changes when they put out new shows is because one, people have had Netflix for fucking ever. So it's usually their main thing. They don't tend to unsubscribe from that one because it tends to be their PlayStation 5 of streaming services, or at least it used to be until they started sucking real bad. Also, two, they put out all their content at once. There's been very few shows
Yep.
that they're starting to do where they're cut into 2 parts now. For the most part, they put it out where you can binge it right there. I can get a 7-day trial from a random fucking username, password from wherever, watch
Right.
that show, and go on about my fucking business. Whereas
Yep.
I'm watching HBO's Last of Us right now. I got to keep that shit for at least 2 months before I can cancel it, which I will be doing.
Yep.
So that's
Right.
another thing where you don't see subscribers rise and fall when it comes down to Netflix. So I think their business model is bad. and then they're blaming it on the TV shows. I don't think it's
Yeah.
TV show's fault.
I mean, it is what gave them their success, but you got to know, like, there's no longevity in binging.
Exactly. It's not viable, and you can't put out enough content to make it viable.
It
Right.
just seems like that's a decision they made on really early, and it like
Oh, yeah.
they've stuck with it, but it just seems like it's much more sensible to do it, release it week
They
by
should
week. Like,
absolutely put, when Stranger Things 5 comes out, make that episodic week to week.
yes,
Absolutely.
like the buzz, all the buzz that was created around Stranger Things. Think about how much more buzz there would have been for longer
Right.
if they had done it week to week instead of, like, you forget, like when you binge shows, you just forget so many details that happen, like, you know, and you remember the main story, but like you forget like little things week to week. Right now with Last of Us, you get time to digest it each week, and you kind of think about what's going to happen next. And HBO has that figured out. You know, Disney Plus to an extent has that figured out. I don't know why Netflix won't do it, but I don't know. It's just something is fundamentally broken in that like logic of like, oh yeah, we, you know, their whole thing is like, we throw shit at a wall, see what sticks. And then when it does stick, you rip it off the wall because you're like, well, no, not that shit. We want this.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess the question is, like, do you think people would be mad if they went to a week to week
Oh, absolutely.
basis?
100%. I'm thinking
Right.
purely from a grimy capitalist standpoint.
But are they going to cancel that?
Exactly. That's the question. Though.
And I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they're playing around with right now when it comes to password sharing and other things like that they're trying to do to change things. Is like, will people be mad enough to unsubscribe? Is what they're kind of playing with right now. And I wonder if they played a little bit too close to that fire and if they're starting to get burned from it, because
Yeah.
things like canceling everyone's favorite shows over and over again is not really feeling too good for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I can't even think of the last time I watched like a good show on Netflix that hasn't been canceled now,
Right.
other than Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, Netflix. I don't know what you're doing, but we'll see. If Brian's prediction's correct, you guys are gonna die this year, anyways.
let's fucking go, baby.
All right, let's move on. Next story. This is some actual sad news. This happened yesterday, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So, Annie Wersching. She's an actor. Most people might know her. She played Tess in The Last of Us, the video game. She passed away, at the age of 45, from cancer. She had a diagnosis in 2020. Continued to work, and then, tragically passed this past weekend. I only bring this up obviously because Last of Us is in the news, really, and also because it is very sad. Yeah, it sucks. It's incredibly tragic, and another example of showing just how weirdly timed the world can be sometimes.
Right.
I had a thought. I was like, I wonder if her diagnosis is the reason maybe why she wasn't testing the show. I doubt it, but I do wonder if there was a smidge of thought process to that maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because she is a film actor as well. She was not just a voice actor. So it would have made sense to put her in there, but I don't know if they were actually considering it at any point.
Mhm.
I mean, knowing Hollywood, I mean, they probably wanted some names attached and stuff, but like they casted the same actor for Merle because they said she fit the bill, and I think she was 45. I think she would have fit the bill as Tess still, but yeah, it's just incredibly weird space and timing having spoilers for the Last of Us show, I guess I'll say. Having that character tragically die as in last week, and then if this was the timing, it's just a weird thing that happened in the world.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, it's sad. It's sad to see people go, especially this early. 45 is not old.
No,
Mm.
not at all. Yeah, and I guess our thoughts and prayers go out to her family and friends, and yeah, that sucks.
Mhm.
All right, last piece of news. I just want to bring Avatar Hour back real quick and say
Not
that
Avatar
Avatar is
Hour.
now the 4th highest grossing film of all time. It passed not only Star Wars: The Force Awakens, but also Titanic. So now it goes Avatar, Endgame. Oh, sorry, not Titanic. It did not pass Titanic. It passed what did it pass? Infinity War.
Yeah.
So it's Avatar, Endgame, Titanic, and now Avatar 2.
Man's fighting himself right now.
It's so
He's just battling himself. This shit is fake. Because I don't know, outside of this podcast, I know so few people that have actually seen this movie. And yet this movie just keeps rising in funds over and over and over again. What kind of Autobots are out there watching this fucking movie and paying money for it?
China.
That's why this shit is
It's
fake.
got to be China.
Maybe,
know.
maybe.
I can tell you, because it'll be my free for all. I saw it again this
What
past
the
week.
It's Just all the Oscars of the world. Just
So like yeah, like there's like I'm the third box office that's giving James Cameron all the
damn.
money.
Jesus fuck.
You think
dude.
that guy that remember when Infinity War came out and there was a guy that went to see it like every day it was in theaters just because he's like, oh, I just want to support it because it was such a good movie that I want to like get them up in the
Yeah,
rankings.
that's nuts.
Yeah, he's got to be in a dark corner right now, just crying.
Just sad.
Yeah, or he's also going to Avatar every single day to boost them too. So
He just reminds me of that dude in the basement in Parasite, clicking the light for the guy and the guy not noticing at all. That's the same energy. I just want to support, my favorite directors and they don't give a fuck about you, bro.
nah,
Go buy the DVD. Jesus Christ.
they've done a good job on you. They really have.
Still a great movie. I love that movie. It's so good. All right, that's it. We'll see if Avatar continues to climb, man. I'm just curious as to where this will end. I want it.
It's gonna
if
end at
it's
number
1,
2. It's gonna be
If
1,
it's
2.
1, 2, that's gonna be nuts.
It's
I
gotta
don't think
be.
it will. I think it might pass Avatar or Titanic and become 3. I don't think it'll get to 2.
But like
though.
because of inflation, though, shouldn't we look at the success of movies based off ticket sales, not dollar amount? Because movies are always going to get more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, technically, they say what is it? Gone with the Wind is still the highest grossing movie of all time if you include inflation.
I'm just saying we got to adjust for inflation to get the true stats. Because like it's shocking that Titanic is still at the top of the list if we haven't adjusted for inflation,
Yeah, I
being
thought
like
it was
the
just
90s where
it
movies
wasn't.
are probably like $5.
And it's about to make more money because it's about to get re-released this Valentine's Day.
No, they can't do this. That's not
I mean,
fair.
Marvel did it. Marvel did the same shit.
But come on, you get the one time where you release it the first time, and then
I
nothing else
agree.
after that
I
counts.
agree.
Say that
Nothing
Avatar.
counts after that. That's bullshit. Titanic cannot boost their numbers. That's bullshit, dude.
They're boosting their numbers.
They're boosting their numbers. I mean, come on.
No, yeah.
That's just
I agree.
BS.
I bet you there's a list somewhere that's like first theatrical release, the numbers of movies. So
Yeah.
there's someone is typing a list right now for you, Devin.
The only stat. That's the only stat I respect. All right.
Oh, good Avatar. Thanks, James Cameron.
Mhm.
I can't wait till Avatar 3 makes $3 billion.
Jesus.
All right, that is the news, everyone. Guys, should we move on to our main topic of the week?
Mhm. Let's do it.
But first, we are drafting another Fourtress, everyone. We're doing something a little different, listeners, in the sense that our good friend Devin here came up with a fun idea for us to do, in which
Mhm.
case we now become cool producers and casting directors of ancient films and franchises. And we're going to do a little fun thing because we're in the Fortress of
Harry Potter recastables. We're
Recastable.
recasting
Uncrustable, recastable.
Uncrustables.
Uncrustables. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a children's peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Hell yeah, brother.
Pop that thing in the microwave or don't. Are they frozen or are they refrigerated? I
They
don't
do
know.
come in the refrigerated section, but I don't know
I
if you're
don't
supposed
think
to
you
serve them
ever
warm.
should microwave that ever in your life. Are you nuts?
Do it. Don't listen to him. Pop him in there. See what happens.
Yeah, listeners. So this week we're gonna do a fun little game where, like we said, we're gonna recast the Harry Potter franchise for this go around. Explaining the rules, parameters. Obviously, we're doing the Harry Potter franchise,
Mhm.
but we also have a second parameter of who we can cast.
Yes, the casting pool.
Exactly. Devin, do you want to tell the listeners what that is?
Yes. For today's installment, it will be actors that have appeared on a Disney Channel original movie or show.
Boom. So we're casting the Mickey Mouse Club.
We're
Yes.
getting early 2000s in this bad boy. And
Yes.
there's a lot of people with some wands.
And they'll be at the age, they'll be at whatever, like a childlike age, even though they're probably still like 25 when they were in the Disney Channel movies, but still,
Right.
they're gonna be not in their 30s or late 20s for
Yeah.
this.
So that's our casting pool, listeners. Also, we'll definitely do this again, listeners. And I think what we could end up doing is chucking a bunch of shit into a randomizer and just hitting go and seeing what happens. And that's what we'll
Yeah.
do next.
Yeah.
But also the rules for this, well, we're gonna go around. Obviously, we're not gonna cast every character in the Harry Potter franchise because there's like a million. So we're gonna stick to a lot of the core ones and then maybe some lightning round fun ones that we've also come up with. But with the main ones that we've all casted, because we've all agreed to cast a select few,
Mhm.
we're going to go around round robin style, say who we've casted, and then at the end of each of those rounds, we're going to decide who is the ultimate Disney Channel star Harry Potter that'll make the call. We're going to make the call sheet.
Yeah, I love it.
Spoilers for the entire Harry Potter franchise, listeners. With that, should we just start with the man himself, the man whose name is in the title of every film, Harry Potter?
Let's do it.
I don't want to go first because mine sucks.
I think mine sucks also.
Everything sucks here. Let's be real.
Full context
true.
for people. I've seen bits and pieces of a lot of Disney Channel movies. I've only seen one from start to finish many
It
times.
was the man's idea.
I thought he was gonna say he didn't watch any Harry Potter movies, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Oh my god. I have not seen any Disney anything, and also never seen a Harry Potter movie.
And I also don't know a lot of these people's real names.
He just goes, I'm casting Frodo.
Yeah. No, for Harry Potter, I'm going to cast Max Keeble.
Who the fuck is that?
God damn it.
The
Devin.
movie Max Keeble's Big Move. I
Oh
don't
my
know
God.
who he is. He's like he's a very short guy with spiked hair. Don't know his real name, but he's my Harry Potter. He's the main
It's
character.
Alex D. Linz. He was in something else that I know. Home Alone 3.
He's in what?
He's in
Oh,
Home Alone
yeah.
3. That's that child in Home Alone 3.
Oh,
the
okay.
main
Yeah, there you
character.
go. But older.
No. Brian, can you do me a favor and tell me if Max Keeble's Big Move was actually a Disney Channel original movie? If not, Devin's disqualified.
From everything. From what it looks like, it is indeed a Disney movie.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
God,
good.
because that would just. I had everything else picked.
We'd have to let it slide though, but I was like, I don't know, Devin. Oh, good lord! All right, Devin, tell me why is he a good Harry Potter?
What are you seeing of?
He's the main character. He's short. He's spunky. He doesn't. He sticks up for people. All right. He sticks
Okay.
up to the Malfoys of the world.
I mean, to be fair, Harry Potter's biggest trait is just main character energy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Max Keeble's got that in droves. I think he rides a llama at one point or an emu or something,
That's mystical enough. That works.
Yeah, sure.
and he like takes on people. I mean, the premise of the movie is that he gets bullied by a lot of people, but then he's like moving out. So he's like, oh, I can just bully the bullies for like a week, and I could get away with it, and then they won't beat me up. And then he stays, and he has to face judgment for his actions.
I thought you were about to say for his sins. It's like, why are you getting so dark with this? What's going on here?
Right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He must repent.
All right, so we got Max Keeble on the board right now.
I hope you're writing this down because I'm going to forget all of this.
What's his actual name?
His actual name is Alex D. Linz.
There you go.
He's 34 now. Yeah, he's a grown ass man.
All right, Brian, what you got?
I went a little different with my Harry Potter. I decided to say fuck J.K. Rowling, as we all should, and gender bend a little bit with some of my choices.
I knew it! I knew it! Damn
I
it!
love it.
So I've got Harriet
Yes.
Potter here, and for Harriet Potter, I'm gonna be
You
picking.
can't call her Harriet.
I mean, what else am I gonna call
I
her?
love it.
Jennifer. I wanted to keep the at least the alliteration kind of there, like do our best.
What's? Oh, okay, all right.
what do you want to
Gotta
call
think
her?
of something
Harlow.
better than Harriet.
Harlow Potter. All those names,
Mhm,
H names
mhm.
suck. Let's be real. Sorry to everybody with an H name. I apologize. I'm just kidding. It's all a joke. I'm gonna be picking Zendaya, baby. It's Zendaya season, and she's back, and she's
Damn
fresh,
it.
and her agent is fucking crying. I'm sure because Jesus Christ, this
I
one gets a lot of work.
refuse to cast her.
That's exactly why I did cast her because I know it'd be super fucking annoying to give her another job, even though she's a phenomenal actor, and I'm sure she deserves everything that she gets. But Jesus fucking Christ, if I see this
Yeah.
woman in
Yeah.
one more thing on this earth, it'll be the worst.
Zendaya would be a good Harriet Potter,
Yes.
and also, yeah, you could just insert any character in here, and Zendaya can fit it. She can do anything.
I feel like she's good enough at being just really dopey and kind of like goofy enough, but also like, because I feel like Harry Potter would be hella dumb. Like if it wasn't for Hermione Granger, those kids would have died so many times. She was really the
Yeah.
true
Amen to
the
that.
hero in that story. But I feel like she could have enough. I don't know, just enough annoyingness in the way that she acts to be a main character. Because you got to be kind of
Mhm.
stupid, you got to be kind of brave, and you got to have the comedic relief. I think she has all that going for her. And also,
Yeah,
she's Zendaya. She can do everything. It doesn't matter.
I
That's true,
refuse to
that's
vote
true.
for that. So right now, Max Keeble's winning.
Not Max Keeble winning. Shout out to Alex.
if Max
Keeble.
Keeble wins this pick, that would be fucking hilarious.
I don't. We'll decide on the vote. I had way too many options for Harry Potter because surprisingly, and you think this would be easy, it was so hard to find. There's just an average person, like when I was thinking like traditionally for Harry Potter, I was thinking of just some random dude. But all the dudes from Disney are either too handsome
Or
or
way
too
too-
cool to be Harry
I said,
Potter.
way too cool, way
Mhm.
too charismatic.
I was like, God, no, but like all the women could easily be Harry Potter because obviously with Disney was casting, like all the women can be like, oh, I'm so awkward but like beautiful because like that's what they would do for some fucking reason all the time.
Every show, really.
Yeah, that was all the early 2000s.
Yeah, but all the men are either like super charming or just too cool, or
Yeah.
So I'm not proud of this one. So I just casted. I'm gonna pick one of them Sprouse kids, one of them Sprouse boys from the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
You're
One
not
of
even
them
sure
could be
which
Harry
one?
Potter.
Oh,
I don't care. It don't matter which one.
that's what that was. I thought about that. Yeah.
Because like they're not like too handsome, so they could get away with kind of being like just like an average looking human. Not that Daniel Radcliffe is not like he's a handsome dude, but you know what I mean. Like an average looking human at
They
times.
said in the reunion thing that when they casted him, they're like, we need a child that looks like they have like a little haunted look to them. And they're like, oh my God. And they saw him in like they saw him in like a BBC like Oliver Twist thing, and they're like, that's our guy, because his eyes, they said his eyes just look so fucking like haunted or cursed or something. They're like,
Interesting.
that's him.
Wow, that's kind of fucked, but okay.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, so you also like get a chance to have two people play this character, see which one's better, make them fight to the death for it. I don't know.
It's funny because I think both of the Sprouse brothers do pretty normal ass shit right now. Like, I'm pretty sure one like owns like a distillery in NYC somewhere, and I
Really?
forget what the other one does.
Wasn't one of them in Riverdale?
Yes, he did do Riverdale. Yeah.
Some shit. I don't know. I didn't watch that either.
I don't know. For me, Max Keeble is basically the same as them. So I'm going to go with, my vote is Zendaya. To be
They all
Harry
had
Potter.
bowl cuts at the same time, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're both like short, kind of, like they'd fight Voldemort by like pulling his pants down or something and like pranking him somehow, and not actually, and probably get killed. So I don't know. Zendaya, I could see her. She's got some main character energy. I could see Zendaya.
Yeah,
right
that's.
through.
I mean, I probably have to just vote Zendaya, even though I'm not happy about it because she's doing too much stuff. She's turning into The Rock.
Absolutely, 100%. It's getting bad. Are we allowed to vote for our own stuff just going forward? Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Are we? Okay.
Because otherwise we
Traditionally,
have
we're
a
not.
tiebreaker kind of situation.
But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, we have a weird situation with 3 people right now.
Right.
Or maybe, I guess you
So I
could
think
vote for your own, but
I think we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what'll be the tiebreaker.
It doesn't matter because Zendaya already had 2 votes, so it didn't matter this time.
I was just
around.
asking.
if we're stuck in a cross lock, you can't vote for your own, because that
Right.
way, if we each vote for our own, it's 1-1-1. Then we gotta mix
That's
it up.
fair. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Harry, Zendaya, love it. Harriet Potter.
There you go. Winner. Hermione. I can go first. I did have a couple as well, but my gut, I almost made this a theme because I thought of this very late in the game. I almost made this a theme, but I didn't. But I got a couple. So I'm going to go with Danielle Fishel, a.k.a. Topanga from Boy Meets World as my Hermione.
Topanga?
Topanga? You don't know who Topanga is?
Oh God.
Yeah, I've never seen.
What are you, new?
Everyone's first girl crush? Come on, bro. Grow up.
Topanga?
She was like our generation's Kelly Kapowski.
Absolutely. 100%.
But yeah, she's like the super like smart, always follow the rules girl in Boy Meets World, which I almost made a theme of having just Boy Meets World cast as in all of Harry Potter. As soon as I thought it, I was like, yo, I couldn't.
A lot of that
just
could
roll
work.
with this.
A lot of that could work. For
I
sure.
could just roll with this.
You could just cut and paste straight down. It'll be almost perfect.
She looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like she looks like she'd fit Hermione.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good pick. That's a really strong pick. I see her with some glasses on, frazzled hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, they would have killed that.
I thought about this for all of these picks. Where I was like, I don't know if any of these kids could be British.
No, this is gonna be Americanized as fuck. Ain't nobody
This
doing
shit's
no
gonna be
accents
terrible,
here. Like, a bottle of water.
right? Especially children trying to do accent. Oh,
Absolutely
it's gonna be
not.
rough.
Absolutely
It's gonna
not.
be rough.
Yeah, it's not happening.
But yeah, Topanga, best Hermione.
I like that.
Now mine seems lame in comparison because it's gonna be someone that no one fucking knows. I don't even know if she did anything else after this aside from the second movie of this.
Oh boy,
For Hermione Granger, I picked Kimberly J. Brown, also known as
Dude!
Marnie from Halloween Town.
that was my other option.
I don't know. She just really fits that role of being kind of like the studious, kind of more quiet girl. Because I was like you. I was looking at like, the biggest Disney Channel superstars we know. And I'm like, damn,
Right.
none of them really fit like the smart character. You know what I mean? Like they're really just like kind of timid, a little quiet, but also like very strong-headed and strong-willed. And then I saw
Right.
Marnie and I was like, that feels
Marnie?
right. Yeah, Marnie from
The
Halloween
only
Town.
reason that Topanga beat her for me is that at least in that movie, Marnie is very much a rule breaker.
Mhm.
So I was like, damn, I don't know. That might hold me back. But that is absolutely one of my other picks for Topanga. That's a strong pick. I like that one a lot.
Devin's like,
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I like.
Devin,
I
yeah.
really don't. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's almost like Devin didn't do his research for the thing he suggested.
I
to
did
do.
not. I did not. I confess, I did not.
Halloween
did not
Town's
make
a
the
great
time.
movie. And you should watch it. It's
great
every
movie.
Halloween.
Halloween Town.
Yes.
Where was your childhood, dude?
Right.
I didn't have cable. I just had PBS.
Oh
'Cause
no! What a terrible life you
I
lived.
was very was not in the know in
He
middle
was
school.
running around the mountains. or whatever the
I was about to
fuck.
say Devin was a mountain man.
Okay, I can't win this one, so I'm just gonna throw out Ariana Grande. She can be.
She's from
my
Nickelodeon, isn't she? She's from Disney
Also,
Channel.
yeah, that's definitely
Is she
Nickelodeon.
Okay, Hannah Montana.
That works, but also that is a terrible.
It's an awful pick.
But at least it's Disney.
Oh, God.
It's an awful pick. It's an
I'm
awful
mad he
pick.
didn't even say her real name. He just said Hannah Montana.
Like Miley Cyrus didn't just put out an album like yesterday.
That's
Yeah,
so
but I was
funny.
thinking like the Hannah Montana character, which is also Miley Cyrus, but also a character of Miley. I don't know.
She's
I think.
Shazam.
Yeah,
I've never
For
actually seen
little
Hannah
white
Montana,
girls.
to be fair.
that's funny.
I've seen like maybe half of an ad segment of a Hannah Montana episode. So
All right, so it's between obviously Halloween Town and Boy Meets World. I think is what it's between.
wait. I take it back.
Oh Lord.
What about the girl, the older sister from Zach and Cody? Not the sister. She works at the hotel. She's blonde.
Oh, that's not a bad pick. The what's her name from also who's in what High School Musical, I think.
Not
Yes.
Ashley Tisdale, but a girl that looks like her. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
no, I think that is her.
Is it Ashley Tisdale?
Yeah,
I don't think she beats either of yours, but she's.
I don't think she does either, but I think that's better.
She's in the right
It is Ashley
stratosphere.
Tisdale. Damn, look at me. Well, I know these characters. Look at God.
Nice.
I've never watched Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I think that was a little bit past my watch of
Yeah.
that channel.
Right.
Yeah. True.
All right, let's take a vote then. So Devin has Ashley Tisdale. I have Danielle Fishel from Boy
Mhm.
Meets World, and Brian has Kimberly J. Brown from Halloween Town.
I'm gonna have to give it to Topanga. I like that pick a whole lot. I think that's actually a
Yeah.
genuinely good pick. If we were
Yeah.
making
I
like an
also
early
like Topanga.
2000s Harry Potter, well, I guess it's already early 2000s. But you know what I mean? A much cornier early 2000s,
Yeah.
low budget.
Right.
Harry Potter.
I know what you mean.
All right, Topanga wins. So right now we got Zendaya and Topanga. That's not a bad cast. I will say from the beginning, this cast is too attractive. I'll say that.
Yeah, we fucked
Right
up. It's
Yeah,
definitely for
pretty
the
attractive.
UK. No one's that pretty.
Right.
I'm sorry, never mind.
Oh no.
Sorry to our British
Don't do
listeners.
that.
I apologize.
All right, Ronald Weasley. I want to go. I want to go first for this.
I want to see what you got for this.
I almost kept the Boy Meets World thing, and I could, but I'm not going to because my Ronald Weasley is Shia LaBeouf.
You know what's fucking funny?
What?
So is mine.
Yes, he is such a Ron Weasley. Yes.
If anyone else has the sidekick
Okay.
energy, it's fucking Shia LaBeouf, especially even Stevens
Yeah.
level Shia LaBeouf.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Absolutely. Because it's like very much Ron to like want to be the main character, much like Shia LaBeouf wants to be a main character
Mhm,
superstar.
mhm.
You're not. You're sidekick. You're Ron Weasley.
I was also Shia LaBeouf was on my short list. However, I thought I'd zig where everybody else was zag and just give it to the sexiest man alive, Zac Efron.
I knew it.
Just put
Oh
him
my
in like
God.
a
What?
support role. But like it'd be so funny because he's just too sexy for it. But just put him there anyway, and like have it, and like all the people watching this movie are like, "Why isn't he Harry
I
Potter
kind of
the
like
whole
it
time?" Like,
because it gives me Channing Tatum vibes in like 21 Jump Street, where it's like he's almost the supporting character,
Exactly,
and it's like,
exactly.
why?
Oh God.
Why is he the supporting character?
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's
this guy
funny.
has a pet rat, and his family is all like, or oh my God, like give him like an orange wig or something.
Oh my
and, like,
God.
The thing is, I want everyone to make fun of him like he's a loser, so you can be confused the whole time. You're like, what the fuck?
Right, right.
Why is everyone negging this guy? Like, what? That man's handsome as fuck.
That would be exactly Channing Tatum in 21 Jump Street. Oh, that's funny.
Zac Efron's like pulling out the knitted, or like he shows up to the Yule Ball with that like goofy ass like blouse thing that Ron does. It's like, yeah,
Oh my God.
Damn,
it's not gonna fit.
this is a hard choice.
I'm sorry. I gotta stick with LaBeouf.
What do you go for, Devin? I don't want to be the tiebreaker. How does this work? I can't tell you vote for myself, but myself is the same thing as yours.
Yeah, so you can say you're
Yeah.
voting for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I mean, Shia, I think would work. Shia's very good. However, so I mean, right now it'd be Zendaya, Topanga, and then either Shia LaBeouf or Zac Efron.
This cast can't be that hot, dude.
But I think because it's two girls so far, for me, I think the vibe would be funnier with Zac Efron. But I don't know.
I'm trying to
But
make
maybe
a
I'm wrong.
serious Harry Potter movie here.
I was about to say, like,
Too late for that.
based
man.
on
way too late.
who we have so far, I think I'm going to go for Shia. If there was any other cast members other than the two that we already had, I would say Zac Efron 100%. That sounds like the funniest.
If it was Max Keeble Harry Potter, Zac Efron would
That sounds
definitely
like the
be Ron.
funniest fucking movie on earth, and I would love to see that. I'd love to even watch just one scene recreated with Zac Efron in it. because that is so good.
He's just too damn
It's so
sexy.
I'm
good.
just picturing Zac Efron with a red mop on his head.
Like, I'm stuck between High School Musical Zac Efron and him already looking pretty goofy because he's just the whitest kid on earth, the most American white kid on earth, and then just like 28-year-old, just muscular as fuck Zac Efron, and everyone calling him a nerd and a loser and beating him up and stuff. Like, what? That man's ripped his shit. What's going on here?
Oh man, that is too damn funny.
That was a good pick, Devin. I'm gonna give you an honorable mention or like the MVP award for that one.
Yeah.
Zac Efron definitely made my list somewhere else, but
Same.
because I was like, I never would have thought Ron. So yeah, props to you.
I just love thinking about Zac Efron and all these Ron scenes. Like,
It just makes me think like, who the fuck are his siblings? Like, are they just as hot? Like, is Ryan Gosling the twins?
Both of them. He just plays both of them.
no, keep. Or I mean, that would be hilarious too.
Like, they're just
get,
an
like, Ryan
entirely
Reynolds, Ryan
sexy
Gosling,
family.
like, yeah, just get like the most attractive family.
His
in all of
mom is oh, what's her name? The woman that played Spider-Man's aunt in the recent Spider-Man movies. That's the mom Weasley.
Yes. Oh my God, Mr. Weasley's like
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And everyone just makes fun of the Weasleys, and they're just the hottest people on earth, the hottest people in the UK.
And they just live in that like ratty house, and they're like, yes, the Slytherins don't really like us very much. We get bullied by them. It's like, how?
You're all like 6 foot gods.
Yeah, you're all gorgeous. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I love this. This is definitely gonna be a clip at some point. This is great. This is a well worth it tangent.
Yeah.
All right. So those are your big three.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do the big bad, Voldemort himself?
I feel like we gotta.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
For me, I picked the principal from Max Keeble's Big Move.
Why is this the one movie I don't know?
Right? Like,
He's
what
been
the
in a lot
fuck,
of other stuff.
Devin? Jesus.
I think he's been in Princess Diaries. He was like real big. He's like a
Wait, who
balding
is
guy.
he in Princess Diaries?
He's like her stylist or something.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, Larry Miller.
He's great.
He's a very good villain in Max Keeble's Big Move.
That's not bad. That's actually, considering you pulled that out of your ass, that's not bad.
It's really not. That's probably the best one. So, period. I don't know. I don't have anything to top that.
Because you guys got to watch Max Keeble's Big Move because he's very villainous in that. Like he's very over the top.
Yeah.
He makes like announcements to the school, and Max Keeble pranks him a lot.
He does
It's
have
pretty
a bad man face for sure.
The question is, what does he look like without a nose?
Terrifying, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean he's already bald,
Yeah.
so
That's
he's got
true.
that part squared away.
That's very true. No, all right. You know what, Devin? That's not bad. That's not a bad one.
Yeah. Max Keeble's got it all, man.
But you can't top mine. I'm sorry. I have to say it now.
Oh,
My Voldemort from Johnny Tsunami, Disney Channel original movie where a kid from Hawaii learns to snowboard.
Great movie.
It's going to be played by none other than Kerry Tagawa, aka the man who played Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. He is my Voldemort. Check, please.
I want him to keep his nose though, because that man's kind of pretty. I don't want him to be ugly.
wait, what's his name in Johnny Tsunami?
I have no idea. Just look up the bad guy from the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Like the one from 1995?
Yes, you know who that is.
Oh yeah, dude. He's a bad guy in everything.
Except for Johnny Tsunami, where he like plays his really nice grandpa.
Right.
Dude.
But as soon as I saw him, I'm like, boom, Voldemort right there.
That's fucking funny, dude.
He's gonna be squaring off against Harriet Potter, played by Zendaya.
I like it. I'm into it.
Yo, hell yeah.
Oh
I also
my
love the
God.
ethnic diversity we
This
got
is
going on
great.
here. We're really making a much more
Yeah.
inclusive Harry Potter than we had.
He's
growing up.
got the voice. He's got the intimidation factor. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
your soul is mine. Like he could, like, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a wizard basically in the damn Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, no, these are
Yeah.
some solid picks y'all got here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
about
like
to,
it.
I'm about to ruin it.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
You know who I picked for Voldemort?
Raven Simone.
Zac Efron.
Oh my God! No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
I picked Zac Efron.
Damn.
I could not think of anybody for Voldemort, and I was just like, just make him a stupid fucking kid. Just make it dumb.
That's
as a-
because all the Disney
could see it
shit, the
working.
parents were just people.
They
The
were.
villains were all just people.
I could see it working though, because like he,
No.
like young Voldemort was very charismatic and stuff like that. So I mean,
This is true. Tom
you
Riddle.
know, Zac Efron could have some fun playing a villain. He never gets to play a villain.
That is That is a very smooth I guess Voldemort's very smooth anyways.
At least he
got
was
that
until he got
smooth
weird.
I
hedges,
think I'd be rooting for Voldemort. Or really, this is going to change it. This is going to change it from like an adversarial story to like a love story. Like Voldemort and Harry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like that we're turning this into like a teen Hunger Games type of movie.
Oh, I thought that was the whole point. It's a Disney movie. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
Lord.
he's pissed. I was supposed to make an actually good movie. It's a Disney Channel original movie. We have $10,000 budget. No one would be casting a single spell in this movie. Let's be real. We can't afford it.
You guys can use this old set from Hannah Montana. That's about all we got.
Funny. That's good. All right. Ooh, let's vote. All right, so we have
Dang.
I have homeboy Kerry Tagawa, aka Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat, as my Voldemort. Devin has what's his name, Brian?
What? Zac Efron?
Oh, I thought you looked. What was Devin's? The guy from the principal from Max Keeble, and the guy from Princess Diaries, whose name I don't remember. What you said?
Oh, Larry Miller. Sorry.
There we go. And then Brian
Larry
has Zach.
I'm trying to think. I mean, how campy is our movie going to be? Very campy?
I'm making a classy remake of Harry Potter.
Classy remake.
Impossible.
He really is, though. He's actually making like a real ass movie here. And I'm about to make the worst movie to ever come out on the 8 p.m. spot on a Thursday. I think what would have been funny if Ronald and Voldemort were both Zac Efron.
Imagine just calling him Ronald.
And they
never explain it.
So you think there's like a huge plot twist?
I mean, it could work. At least Voldemort doesn't have a nose. They could kind of disfigure him a bit.
It'd be like Heroes level shit where they just don't explain the fact that it's the same actor playing just both roles, and it's like, what's going on here?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I would love for movies to do that. Like, it's like when I say they should just switch like the guy that played Baby Driver, Miles Teller, and the guy from Ready Player
right.
One, and just keep switching them out in movies
it.
and just don't explain it ever. And then every parent is like, that's the same character, right? It's like, yes, it is. Never explain it. But I think that, I don't know. I just think we messed up by keeping Shia in, because Shia, he fits too well.
He does fit impressively well.
I'm sorry I wasn't trying to sabotage our movie, Devin. I'm trying to make a profit here.
Hey, listen, our movie's going to make a lot of money, but not in a good way. It's going to be a cult. It's going to be called a cult classic.
It's going to be the new, a Room.
Oh,
Or
no.
The Room.
I'm having a hard time picking this. If we had Zac Efron as Ron,
We don't have Zac Efron, Devin.
I know, but if we did, I would absolutely pick him again for
No question,
Voldemort.
100%.
But we don't. Damn it.
Since we don't have two Zac Efrons in this movie, unfortunately, because I really want this man to get as many credits as he can in one movie. Directorial debut as well. I just want him to do everything on this. I'll have to go with Kerry Tagawa for sure.
Yes.
Do Voldemort and Ron, do they ever share a scene?
I think they do.
I
I think
Harry
he's
Potter?
behind Harry a couple of times when they meet.
Maybe at like the very, very end. But with the other two, either one of them is going to be so fucking campy and cheesy that like you cannot make this a serious movie.
Hey, Mortal Kombat originally is kind of campy, so he would fit in still.
I know, but like, like the scene where he's born and then Tagawa's going to be coming out like, Harriet.
He's gonna be
Harriet
great.
Potter, you have awakened me. Like,
It can't be any worse than what we saw originally. Let's be real. That shit was pretty weird.
I'm voting Kerry Tagawa unless we have a tie, in which case I can't vote for myself.
yeah. I think we have to call it a tie to make somebody vote not theirs.
Oh my god.
I hate you, Devin.
Oh my god.
I hate you so
So
much.
who you vote for? Zac Efron or Larry Miller?
I'm voting Larry Miller.
Yeah.
Larry Miller.
You can't vote for yourself. You just said that.
Well, wait. Oh, okay.
Dumbass.
So wait, are we saying we can't vote for ourselves?
Oh, we can only do that if there's a tie? Then there was no tie. Kerry wins because I voted for myself.
Oh wait, who'd Brian vote for?
I voted for Kerry.
For me.
Oh, okay.
He voted for
okay.
Kerry.
There's no tie then.
I would have had Zac Efron if we had, like you said, if we had another Ronald Zac Efron. I think it would have been an amazing.
Oh my god, I want that movie now. I just wanted some movie to do that and just not explain it at all whatsoever. They should have done that with Morbius because like that was a waste of money anyway, and they could have just had Jared
play
Leto
around with
play
it.
Damn.
three
fuck with it.
people. It would have been fine. Nobody would even know.
All right. Kerry Tagawa wins Dumbledore or Voldemort. Moving on to Dumbledore. I'll just quickly go first because I also casted Terry Tagawa as my Dumbledore.
Oh my god.
You're trying to do the exact same thing we were trying to do with Zac Efron.
To be fair, though, I had another option for Voldemort, but I didn't go with it because I thought, yeah, this will be funny. But I only have one option for Dumbledore, and it's Kerry Tagawa because if you see Johnny Tsunami, he could play a really nice grandpa, and that's basically what Dumbledore is, except he's kind of a villainous, terrible person. But we're not going to talk
True.
about how terrible Dumbledore is.
Oh no.
But I got Carrie Tagawa again.
All right. Well, I also gender swapped in the
Oh.
spirit of
Ooh.
J.K. Rowling. Gender swapped it. Ha. And my pick was That's So Raven.
You picked like a 14-year-old Dumbledore?
I did as well.
Are you shitting me?
She's gonna do the thing where she like. I feel like she did this a lot, where she would like get in disguise and act like an old lady, and she's
Yes,
just gonna,
exactly.
She's just gonna do that the whole movie.
That's exactly. I don't even want to age her up. I want her to just be in an old woman costume like she does on That's
She's
So
just
Raven.
like 17-year-old
Yes.
old in an old woman wig.
And she's like very like acting old, like over the top, like, oh Harry, like, you know, you gotta go like fight Voldemort, like.
And
Just
this
like,
is where we ruin the movie.
yeah.
Yeah, this is where it went down.
The movie's been ruined. Okay, it's on Disney Channel. Like, that's the thing. Harry. We should have said that Disney Channel is casting Harry Potter for Disney Channel.
See, I also didn't know that we were making this for the Disney Channel. I thought we were just using those actors.
You're making whatever movie
So
you
now
want,
it's.
but I think if it is going to be on the Disney Channel, That's So Raven.
I was trying to make the next Avatar here.
Right. Just trying to make James Cameron money.
Yeah, that can't
And I'm over here just trying to get the Thursday spot for Disney Channel. It's going to go away in 2 weeks. You'll never see this movie ever again.
I mean, for me, like the original casting of Harry Potter was so good that you're not going to one up it. So especially not from Disney Channel actors. So you have to go goofy as fuck.
Yeah, but I would say we're wiping that movie from existence with our movie now.
We all came in here with a lot of preconceived notions, apparently.
We really did. It's almost like we didn't talk about this enough before recording.
But yeah, old disguise. That's So Raven is my Dumbledore. Old disguise.
And Brian, you said you also had Raven.
I don't know if I have Raven Simone.
All right.
Well, for the exact same reason, too. I think that's the funniest thing. We both thought about her specifically in her grandma costume.
That is absolutely hysterical. I mean, I don't think we have to vote. I think Raven Simone wins because I can't vote for myself really again.
And also, we'd have Tagawa twice. As Dumbledore. That would be funny too, though, to have him like advising Harry, and then the next scene he's fighting him just without a nose.
He's trying to kill him.
It'd be so confusing, but it'd be so awesome.
He could do it. He could pull double duty. I believe.
I believe it actually. Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty good thing.
Think about when he
There's a whole movie about them together, isn't there? Like, isn't that a whole big thing?
Right.
Like him squaring off, like when they square off in the Ministry of Magic, and like Tagawa's gonna be like this dark lord, and then That's So Raven old costume is gonna be sitting up like with her walker coming up and just like spitting spells and stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah, guys, we're not making out the hood with this one.
Oh man, we were so close to a decent movie.
Listen, we might still get some DC money.
When Harry has to like feed Dumbledore like that, like make him drink that thing, and there's like laugh track every time Raven does something goofy, as she's like
She just
dying
spits it
from
directly
his
into his
poison.
face.
Harry Potter's like crying because he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so
And they
sorry.
just like throw in some laugh tracks, like as she's like, ow, 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 it hurts so much. Like,
Jesus. Oh no. All right. Well, I guess to make it official, is Raven Simone the winner?
I'll give it to Raven Simone.
All right.
I love the idea of double any character, but I still gotta go for Raven Simone.
how is Raven Simone delivering the line of, you know, Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Did you put? Oh yeah. That's the
Is she
key to a
yelling?
good Dumbledore. Is
Is she talking softly? I don't know.
insanity.
Yeah, she definitely yelling for sure. She acted up, hitting him with the cane for sure.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
God. Yeah.
All right, listeners, those are like the 5 that we decided with. So let's go through it real quick again. Harry, we have Zendaya from whatever Disney show Zendaya was
Shake
in.
It Up apparently came out in 2010. She was in that. I've never heard of it.
Oh,
I don't
there
know
you
what it
go.
is.
Hermione, we have Danielle Fishel, aka Topanga from Boy Meets World. Ron Weasley, we got the beef himself, Shia LaBeouf from, I'm assuming, Even Stevens.
He's coming for your life, Shia LaBeouf. He's really got a knife. Shia LaBeouf.
Voldemort, we got Carrie Tagawa from Johnny Tsunami, aka Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
It's not bad.
And then for Dumbledore, we got Raven Simone from That's So Raven in old lady makeup.
If only we had Zac Efron as Ron, we'd be this close to greatness. We were this close.
Man, at this rate, Zendaya is not signing that
Oh,
contract.
absolutely not. We're
Yeah, no
not paying
way.
her enough for whatever we're about to do with this.
She's like, hell no. So yeah, we also have some fun. Let's go through some fun lightning ones. Does anyone have ones that they want to go through first?
Weasley twins. I'm going straight for the Weasley twins. 2 of the 3
All right.
Jonas brothers. Which 2? the one that's married to Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones, and also the one with diabetes. I don't know any of their names.
All right.
I definitely know the third guy's name. I don't know what the fuck he does. He's nameless.
No one
matter.
does.
It's so sad.
No one does.
Sorry to you guys. I
that's a
don't know
good
how you got
pick.
left behind with this.
That's a good pick. I like that.
That is good. I like how you didn't just pick one person to play twins. You picked two brothers.
Two brothers that already
two people that are kind of look alike.
Homeboy's got eyebrows like crazy. Other guys just fit. Like they don't look anything alike.
It would have been so funny if
Oh,
we
that's
picked
so
like
funny.
somebody that wasn't even like remotely close to them for Ron. So they just have this family and they just never explain it. Like with Shy, you can kind of explain it, but
It's just black people.
yeah.
Yeah.
For Malfoy, I was gonna say the brother, or is he a brother or friend from That's So Raven? He was like
Orlando
Brown.
Orlando Brown. Yep,
the-
him. He's Malfoy.
He's Malfoy.
That works on a few levels because he's an actual supervillain in real life.
Yeah, I don't know if that works via his character in That's So Raven.
Is he bad in real life? Did he do bad?
Yeah,
things?
Orlando Brown's got kind of some issues. He's had a
Devin,
struggle.
you got our movie canceled. Way to go.
I'm sorry. The reason I brought him up is because in Max Keeble's Big Move, he's one of the bullies, and he's really good at it. So
Interesting. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, I in my research I noticed a lot of these kids doubled up and like tripled up in so much shit.
Absolutely. You're guaranteed like at least a movie and an album, I think, as being like a Disney Channel star. Like I'm not even joking. Like I'm pretty
album.
sure you have to make music to be a Disney Channel star.
there you go.
Like,
Oh,
it's pretty
man.
wild. Which he did. Orlando Brown did make music.
My Ginny Weasley, I picked Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical.
Ooh. She's
way too hot.
because I was like, hey, Ginny's hot. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
she's British hot, I guess.
This whole
Brian just keeps just like fucking cracking on
she
a
has a full
whole
set of teeth.
demographic
She's
of
British
people.
hot.
All I'm saying is a Welsh 9 is definitely a LA 4. It is what it is. Like I don't know what to say.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
We're on another planet today. I don't know what's going
love
on.
the United Kingdom. You guys ban a lot more guns than we do, so you guys are pretty cool.
That's true.
Ugh.
Put that on a shirt. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Vanessa Hudgens. Yeah, but like think of her in like the first High School Musical. She's like the innocent little like shy kind of nerdy-ish type of girl type of thing. I don't know.
Our Harry Potter
True.
is a woman. We being gay as hell right now. Let's fucking go, boys.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
true.
There you
J.K.
go.
Rowling would hate this.
Oh, yeah.
I hope
yeah.
you're listening. Okay, for Umbridge, I'm thinking the hotel guy from Zack and Cody. He could be Professor Umbridge.
That black guy.
Yeah,
the hotel
M or
guy.
Finn.
he was big into rules and like order.
That's true. Yeah, he would be. Yeah, he would be a good Umbridge. Actually, that's actually pretty solid.
yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, he'd play a good like a stickler in that suit and stuff. He'd love to wear some suits.
Mhm.
I'm actually into that. I like that. I have one for Malfoy. Going on with my gender
Okay.
bending again. This is Drea Malfoy because Draco sounds stupid. I will also be picking Miley Cyrus for
Oh, that's not bad.
because you got to give Zendaya someone that. Well, I guess Hermione. Who's playing Hermione? Topanga could definitely hit the shit out of Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
That'd be
I
super
feel like
satisfying.
if we're going girl, I mean, I think Hannah Montana could be a good villain.
Like you just call her
Yeah.
Hannah Montana. This woman has had such a sprawling career
Right.
outside of Disney Channel.
that career that was like a decade ago.
Right.
Or what about Ariana Grande?
She's Nickelodeon, you dipshit.
Oh, when I googled Disney,
She doesn't count.
when
How
I
do you
looked
already
up Disney
forget?
Channel people, she was on there. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was Nickelodeon. Maybe she did something on Disney Channel. I don't remember. But,
My God.
But I can see her being kind of bad too.
Yeah.
she could be the mean girl kind of feel that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Miley Cyrus on my list. She was my second Luna Lovegood.
No,
Should be just like a completely different interpretation of a Luna Lovegood.
still weird, but in just a different way.
That would work.
My actual Luna Lovegood, and this was also a potential Harry Potter for me, also from Hannah Montana that I looked up. Emily Osment. She's like her best friend apparently in that show. And from clips that I saw, she's kind of like she's the sidekick and a little awkward, kind of weird and quirky. So I was
I kind of
like,
remember face. Is
Oh.
she blonde?
She's Haley Joel Osment's sister.
yeah,
That's really random.
yeah, she'd be a Luna Lovegood or even a baby of Harry Potter.
She was in Spy Kids.
Oh yeah, she
I
was.
thought she was pretty.
Actually, she'd be a good Malfoy apparently from Spy Kids, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad pick at all.
Wait, was Spy Kids a Disney Channel movie? Oh no.
No, that was Nickelodeon.
Okay, thank God.
But one of my favorite movies of all time, especially
I
the second
picked
one.
Yeah,
the thumb people.
To play Voldemort.
Yeah.
I had a couple Cedric Diggories.
Oh, my boy, my son. My boo.
I also had Zac Efron as Cedric Diggory. At one
That
point.
works.
He would be
That
a good
works.
Cedric Diggory. They probably thought about him when they
Right,
cast it.
honestly.
Maybe. Ryder Strong, aka Sean from Boy Meets World.
Yeah, I can see that.
The very handsome, cool dude, you
Mhm,
know, that's very
mhm.
Cedric
He looks like
Diggory.
you push
I
his hair
feel.
back a whole lot. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I could see a 90s Cedric Diggory doing that. And then the dude from Johnny Tsunami, the main kid, Brandon Baker from Johnny Tsunami,
Ooh.
also has very luscious, like, can probably toss his hair around a lot.
True.
I feel like all Cedric Diggory is his hair.
Yeah, he was just pretty and dead. That was the only two
Yeah.
things he brought to the table.
Somehow a Hufflepuff. Don't know why.
Listen, man,
Still
he put
unexplained.
Hufflepuffs on
Right.
the map by existing, and I appreciate that. I'm not a
That
Hufflepuff.
guy was a Gryffindor through and through.
Hufflepuffs can
Oh,
be
it's funny.
brave.
Maybe it's just because it was just good vibes. He was a good vibes guy. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe.
I did have a Mad Eye Moody picked as
Ooh.
adult Orlando Brown as a gag.
God.
This is before
Oh,
Devin
God.
picked him
No.
as a serious pick, and now it's awkward.
Oh,
I feel
no.
really bad for him.
He told Bow
no.
Wow. What did he tell Bow Wow?
Oh, was Little Bow Wow on Disney Channel?
Devin's still trying to cast the random his little Bow Wow Disney.
I don't know. Was it like Mike anything? Was it attached to any?
I don't know. It was attached to a bad movie.
Oh,
Wait,
I love
no, Little Bow Wow is in Max Keeble's Big Move.
What the fuck?
He's in the class at one point.
What the fuck is this?
Why is this the only thing you know?
Because I watched this movie like 10 times.
Like, it's so funny because why is this the one that I just don't know well? You just know it
Oh
so
my
well.
God.
I encourage you guys to watch it in the background.
I don't want to.
There's no way Lil Bow Wow's in
That's
this movie.
so funny.
No,
He's
What
in
the
the movie.
fuck?
you know who it is? It's not Lil Bow Wow. It's Lil Romeo.
Devin, you're the worst producer. You're canceled. We're firing you. You're out
You're
of here.
definitely
You're done.
canceled. You will never work in this town again.
You're done, Devin. You're done. We're letting you go. You're done.
His first name starts with Lil. That's
You're not-
Jesus.
wrong.
Jesus.
There's so many
Christ.
fucking people in this movie. I gotta watch this movie though.
Oh, real quick, I got a Neville Longbottom. There's this
Oh,
kid,
yeah.
guy named Justin John Ross. He played Jess in the 13th year, and he looks like he could be the perfect Neville Longbottom. I don't know what he looks like now. I don't know if he had a glow up, but I was like, that
Okay.
kid looks like a young Neville Longbottom.
Wait, guys.
just look
guys,
him
I
up.
got it. Why don't we switch Shia LaBeouf? Let's switch Shia LaBeouf to Neville Longbottom, and let's have Zac Efron.
We're not putting Zac Efron as Ron Weasley. Get over it.
No, I do want to be Neville Longbottom, so he just takes off his glasses to be hot, and that's it. Something stupid
Right?
like that.
Ooh, okay, wait.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Zac Efron as Neville Longbottom would be pretty funny too. They're like, Neville, you're such a loser. He just gets bullied by the Slytherins all the time, and like,
My God.
I never. Some of these movies are just unlocking memories.
It's a movie about a mermaid and a merman, and I think it's an allegory on puberty or something.
For sure.
oh man.
And then my ultimate. Does anyone remember Up and Away?
Absolutely not.
Yes, of course.
It's a superhero movie. It's about a family of superheroes living in like suburban whatever
Oh,
America.
Sky High.
No, not Sky
it's with the
High.
black people in it. This movie's fucking dope. I remember this movie.
This movie's great. It's a great movie. So I casted Sherman Helmsley, who was in that movie, aka George Jefferson, as Uncle Vernon Dursley. He's just gonna be yelling at Harry he's gonna be yelling at a little young Zendaya all day, shoving her in a fucking under the stairs closet.
That's funny.
It's perfect.
I want to see this movie.
I
don't.
I think this movie's amazing. I would watch a whole hour and 30 minutes of this and then never watch it again.
Can we
Oh,
double
good
cast
Lord.
somebody and not explain it? Like, would it work in any way?
Neville
No.
Longbottom and Draco Malfoy. Or make him like
Yeah.
like a really main character and then some random tertiary character that you only see once and then don't explain it. So you're just being gaslit and thinking what's that? Is that Chris Evans?
What if we just casted each Defense Against the Dark Arts professor with the same actor each year? And it's just a different,
Oh, that's
completely
good.
different character.
That's good.
But who would it be though? Who could
I feel
play
like that's
all
a
of them?
gag in something, but
Hey, you know who could play all of them? The principal from Max Keeble's Big Move, whose name I've already forgotten.
I'm done with Max Keeble. I'm
Larry
done.
Miller.
I'm so done with Max
He
Keeble.
could be
I'm
Matt.
done
I'm gonna be
with
watching
Zac
this movie.
He
Efron.
could be Lupin, one of the other ones. Sirius Black. No, he didn't teach the kids.
Sirius Black. I love
He
it.
could do it.
I'm
He's a
into it.
versatile guy. Who would you cast with Sirius Black?
I had one guy, but it's probably from another Disney movie y'all don't even remember. The Luck of the Irish.
I don't remember the look of
Oh.
Irish.
The basketball movie. Yeah, I casted the villain as Sirius Black.
I could see that. That man is scary looking. It's the guy with the black hair.
Yeah, I think he's got
But does he have like a sense of nobility and kindness to him as well?
No, he's the villain,
No.
but he's very charismatic and he's got pretty decent hair. I just looked up a photo. I was like, oh, he's got Sirius Black hair.
Well, there you go, Sirius Black.
Man, that was I don't know if fun's the right word, but it was funny.
I had a great time. I don't know about you. I love having Zac Efron in every single role in this movie.
Let's just blow this up on Twitter. We know we can bully Warner Brothers, so let's bully them until they make this movie.
They're vulnerable right now. They need something.
Oh god! Here, we casted a new Harry Potter. It's all Zac Efron.
There's nothing in HBO Max anymore, so you got to give us something.
It's just Zac Efron and Kerry Tagawa. Go.
If they can drop $100 million on finishing off the Snyder cut for Oscar,
I'm about to say reshoots of fucking
then we can
non-movie.
get 10 mil for this movie.
10 mil. I'll take one, and I think we can still make something decent.
All right, listeners, that is the new Harry Potter franchise coming in 2025. It will wipe the memory of the old one from you, so be prepared for that.
Soft reboot.
This was fun. I look forward to doing this again, and also let us know if you have any ideas, listeners, if there's anything you want us to do, a franchise or some weird parameter. All right, guys, should we now move on to our final segment of the week?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
This is a segment listeners like to call Free for All. This is a segment where we kind of do whatever we want, title pending, where we can recommend something, we can talk about our day, talk about life, take a nap, take a fight, do whatever we want. It's free for all. I can quickly go first since I already kind of talked about it earlier in the episode. Yeah, I saw Avatar: The Way of Water again last week, and it was fucking great. It was a great experience. There was like 6 people in the theater, and it was awesome.
Oh my god.
And they're probably all like you. They probably already saw it 3 times. Just like
I don't know, to be honest. Probably I don't know. Yeah.
Fucking
I would go see it
psychopath.
in IMAX maybe, but not any other way.
I mean, that's really I that's the only reason I saw it. I'm seeing it in like a different format each time. So obviously, except for the first time. The first time I just saw it at like the nearest theater to see it. And then I saw it at the second time at the biggest IMAX in New York City. I saw that, and then I saw it at an AMC like Dolby Theater because I hear those are the 2 big ones. And so I just wanted to see the difference and see if there was a difference.
Guys, I still haven't seen this movie. And I don't know if I'm going to catch it before it comes out of theater. I need to.
Brian, I'll see it again with you. It'll be an excuse for me to see it again.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I know it's not going to do it justice on TV, so I need to see it in theaters.
That and I mentioned this in our shout out listeners. If you didn't know that, we're doing a Last of Us Fourtress Finest series, so go check that out. I mentioned this in there. I'm playing Last of Us as the show's continuing, so I just finished the Bill chapter. So and it's fun. It's great. It was a lot of fun.
Whew.
And then, as usual, every week, shout out to God of War Ragnarok. Great game. Who's up next?
I want to do what you're doing, Last of Us, but I don't want to play the remastered version. I want to play the remade version, but it hasn't come out on PC yet. So,
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
you know.
I can go real quick because mine is a question for you guys.
Oh god, who would you cast Zac Efron in?
No, sometimes I see like these tweets, that like have a question or something, right? Or like a little conundrum or a little question to ask you of like what you would do. It's a tweet by @InsaneLetterbox. So you have Avatar size budget. You have $2 billion to adapt one video game into a movie. What game are you going to adapt?
Boy, I don't even need to hesitate. It's obviously going to be Mass Effect. No question, boy.
Mass
Oh,
Effect
that's
need
good.
that
is
movie.
sick.
That's a good fucking answer.
And Fem Shep is my Shep. We're not using no fucking boring ass male shepherd. We're getting a female shepherd in there.
Dude.
I don't care about the woke idiots.
That's a
Yeah.
good fucking answer.
Ooh, we're going to
yeah.
have to cast Mass Effect at some point
Zac Efron.
with live
Quest,
action.
shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry. The joke is beaten to the ground at this
Is
point.
it just one movie?
Yeah, like you have an episode, you have a budget to adapt one video game into a movie, so not the whole franchise. But if it's successful, then you'll get sequels.
No, but like, can I adapt that one movie or one video game into like 3 movies, or does it have to be one movie?
Into one movie.
Right now, you only got the budget
One
for one
movie.
movie.
Okay. All right. Oof, that's tough.
Yeah, I would do Halo because the show was such. I mean, yeah, the show was not good enough.
The show is not good. The show is bad.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
But a
with
movie
ourselves.
of the first Halo game, it's a great story. It leaves you wanting more. It's just awesome. I would do Halo.
I'm not gonna say Last of Us because it's currently doing the thing. So you know what? I'm gonna go Metal Gear.
Ooh, Metal Gear Solid.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make a 4-hour Metal Gear movie.
Hideo Kojima would be so fucking excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 4 hours because it's got to be 4 hours, and it's gonna be. I guess it has to be the first one. I would say 4, but that probably wouldn't make any sense.
But see, the thing is,
but I don't know.
if it does well, then you get sequels. So
That's true. That's true. So
I was
yeah,
about to say, all those games could make probably pretty phenomenal movies, to be honest.
yeah.
They're all pretty nutso.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll see. So yeah, Metal Gear. 2 billion. What a waste of money. My God, that's way
Yeah, I don't
too
know
much
if you need
money.
that much, but you can do like some Top Gun shit and get like real fucking pilots and stuff flying like the Hind
That's
D
true.
and
That's
all
true.
that kind of stuff. Real covert op agents to make the scenes. You could really you could dump money pretty easily. You can spend money. It's not hard.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was a good question. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Mass Effect for life. Someone make that.
Mm-hmm.
I can go last. We didn't talk about the Xbox showcase or whatever the fuck they call it these days. I don't know. Xbox doesn't have any video games. What they did have is they randomly decided to both announce and release a game on Game Pass called Hi-Fi Rush. This game came out of fucking nowhere from Bethesda, and who was the company that actually developed it?
Tango something.
It is made by Tango Gameworks. So this game just randomly came out the same day that they announced it. This shit is a sleeper hit. This game is actually a lot of fun. Not only did I play it, I have beaten it at this point.
Damn.
It's not that
Wow.
long of a rump. I think I maybe played it maybe like 8 or 9 hours over the past couple days.
Oh wow.
I'm putting real time into it because I've had some time. This game is really fun. I mean, it's a rhythm-based game that's kind of like action. It kind of has like a mix of Kingdom Hearts feel with Borderlands. I can only sing the praises of its art direction. The fucking art team knocked it out the park with this game. This game is beautiful and colorful. The characters are memorable and interesting looking, and the environments just look so good. Like, keep doing whatever the fuck you guys are doing. I haven't played any of the other games made by this company, but this one really hit with me in a place I wasn't expecting. The only thing is some of the gameplay can be a little janky sometimes. The platforming is not amazing. Game's a little repetitive, but they do still break up the action and stuff enough for it to be like a really fun time. So I would recommend it for anyone that has Game Pass. It's only $30 if you don't have Game Pass,
okay.
which I think that's pretty cool. And I think I definitely
Nice.
got my money's worth, but I haven't even. I might 100% it. We'll see how I feel.
Wow.
But I had a great time with it.
That's awesome.
It's definitely going to be a game that sticks with me for sure.
That's dope. Especially very different from that studio because I think the last 2 games they made were The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo, I think. So like completely different aesthetic, different theme, tone, everything. So glad to know that it's good. It looked dope.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I loved it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Devin's really deep in thought. I don't know if you had anything to
No,
add.
I was looking at it on Game Pass right now because I wanted to know about
Oh.
I was just watching the trailer on mute. I'm like I think I would love a game like this, so I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
It's got some licensed songs and they're pretty cool. They have 9 Inch Nails in there.
Oh, for real?
Prodigy pops up a couple times.
Oh, I didn't know that it had not original music. That's awesome.
Yeah, it has original music, but then it also has a few sons that they actually licensed, and they put them in some
Nice.
pretty good
Yeah, that's-
places. That I thought it worked.
That's really
That's
cool.
super cool.
Yeah.
Nice. How was the story?
I mean, it's pretty funny. The humor is kind of like Borderlands-esque.
Oh, okay.
So if you're into that kind of humor, I think you would definitely like this.
Nice. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right, listeners, that is our show. You can email us at thefortressof@gmail.com, Fortress spelled F-O-U-R. Feel free to email us any questions, feedback, recommendations, or anything like that you have. Also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and the YouTube channel at The Fortress of. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your cats. Rate and review us, preferably 5 stars, but whatever you want. Thank you, Jackie, for helping me edit the podcast every week. Thank you, Brian, for the art, Alex for the music. Devin, thank you for being here, even when you're not here. You can find Brian on Instagram at ITZ_by the way, Alex at Peterson Films. And Devin, you can find him at #1 Zac Efron fan.
He should have been Ron.
Next week, who knows? But we'll be here either way. So we hope you enjoy
Like
it.
to surprise you. Boom! Surprise! Jump scare.
We're actually doing a Halloween episode. Happy holidays, everyone, and put a coat on. It's cold out there.
It's not that cold. Global warming is killing us all.
Yeah, it's coming. All right, everyone. We'll see you here next week in another episode of The Fortress of.